Yo, hey guys, Ken Perryman here, and I am back again with another product, and it is this guy right here. Let me show it to you. It's down here. It is the DockTech. It is a USB 3.0 to SATA external hard drive docking station. It is what it is. So let's be clear. You know, nowadays everyone's moving towards these guys right here. They're called NVMEs, and they're meant to go into cases to something like this, right, that you can store and use as an external hard drive. But there are also those cases in which you need to take some data off of, or maybe you still want to use some of your older drives. And what do I mean? I mean these guys. These guys right here. Yes, the old spinning SATA hard drives. Now, sometimes you either need to get data off of these, or because these are such good drives still, that you could still use these to back up or load data and keep it on there. Maybe something you don't access or you don't need speed to access. Maybe small files, pictures, something to that effect. So I actually have two of them here. We're going to go ahead and, actually technically I have three of them. I also have our larger 3.5 inch. These are 2.5 inch drives here, but I also do have the 3.5. So, but right now I'm just going to test these guys. But let's go ahead and get into this box. Before I do though, I just want to show you something real quick. And it's this guy right here, #sponsored. It just means that the company has sent me this product so I can show you guys all about it. And that's what I want to do. I want to show you all about it. So you have the capability of doing the 2.5 or the 3.5, 5 gigabits per second max. It just is what it is. You're not going to get that out of most of these spinning hard drives anyway. You're not going to get that theoretical max speed from them. They're just not that fast. Again, like I said, that's the intent of this device. So it's just to move data, and it's not going to be fast. It's just going to, well, it's going to be fast. It's just not going to be as fast as what you're used to nowadays. Alright, inside the box you'll have a multitude of stuff. Oh, nice. I didn't even see that till just now. Let's go ahead and close this up here, and we will jump right into first the dock station itself. And unfortunately this little foot popped out, but it's just as easy to pop right back in. There we go. And then of course you could put the larger drive in here, or just the smaller drive as we have it here. Quite nice layout. I do like it. It looks pretty nice. You can tell it's made of plastic. It is nothing crazy about it. It's actually, no, this is metal, probably aluminum. This is metal on the outside. Very nice. This is plastic, of course, and so is this, but the frame is metal. You have your USB 3.0, you have the that other style of USB power, and then of course your on and off switch. So let's go ahead and just start right into this. There is your cable that you'll pass from your device, your computer, whatever, into this here. And it is your blue with the USB, which will be 3.0, which means it'll move pretty quick. And then of course you have this connection here, which will go into that device. That was a very good twist tie. I'm going to go ahead and connect this. There we go. Gotta learn how to get it on there right, guys. Your power supply. There you go. You can see your light is on. Now I'm going to turn it off because you don't want to plug in a hard drive into something that is live. Yes. So it will be this way. You can see the connection down there. It goes into these guys right here. This will help guide you into it, and then boom, let's turn on the power. It just started spinning. And did it find it? Well, let me show you this. It's flickering. Oh, it found it. I mean, was I surprised? No. Of course it found it. I love it. All right. So now I've opened up the file. And this is, I think I've kept videos on here, so I'm going to see what it looks like. I think I actually removed all the videos off of it. So I'm going to move a file onto it, see what happens. There it is. It is on there. Okay. So very quickly, I'm just showing you, yeah, now it's stopped functioning and working. What I mean is reading or writing. Just like you remember the old school, when your hard drive's working, it'll start to flash. So I'm going to, yep, so I just moved my mouse over in front of it. double click on the file that's in the drive, and voila, there it is. Pretty quick and doing as it's supposed to. So great thing about this is depending on the size of these drives, this is a 750 gig hard drive in here. I think I got a couple 1 terabytes, and I'm going to eject this, and it is fully ejected. The light turned off, so I can pull this out. Now it is powered on and spinning. I don't see the light activating. We'll see if it recognizes it. It didn't find it. I told you, I think I have one of these drives is not quite working as it should. Oh, I know what happened. Because I ejected it, it actually didn't recognize it. Okay, all right, so it's good. There it is. Yep, it found it. Because I ejected it, it didn't identify when I pulled the drive out and put another one in. It didn't care. Oh, and there's a file already on there. Actually, there's nothing on there, but that's fine. But I still need to eject the drive, and it turned it off. Power it off. Pull it out. Plug in your next drive. And guys, this is how easy this is. Before, I want to show you what before was all about. Let me see if I have it in here still. I don't. Yes, I do. Before, I used to have to take something like this, pop it out, put the drive in, swap out the drive, put it back in, and off you go. Now, all I have to do, and then of course I have to plug in this into the drives and have it do its thing. I now no longer need to worry about this, and even more so, this is a solid state drive. So even if you're worried that, hey, listen, I need the little spinny drive, but I don't have any of those because, you know, that's too old school for you, and you have these solid state drives that come out of computers, and I actually have a few of those guys right here. Just a press of a button and off she goes. Okay, video 2 loading. Ooh, wow. Okay, well, that's it. So other than having an enclosure to actually label these, so let's go ahead and eject this. I'm going to also show you how easy it is to run a solid state drive in here, because I actually have a couple really old school SanDisk here. Eject this, turn off the power. No. Pop that in, turn on the power, and very quickly it found it, yes. And there's nothing on this drive. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and do a live swap. Is it going to tell me that I shouldn't have done that? Probably. And then of course Samsung, it didn't like that. Okay. So after turning the power off, the file disappeared. So let's go ahead and turn it back on. And there it is. And there appears to be nothing on this drive as well. So let me run a copy of this file. Yeah, really quick. Open it up. Boom. Yeah, it opens up a whole lot quicker. Yeah, these SSDs, again, quite a bit faster. These are the ones that could run 5 gigabits per second. These guys cannot. But again, depending on what you're using on these devices, this is what you get. This is what's really cool about these, is that they're you do have to manage by ejecting. If I'm using a Mac here, you'll want to eject the devices so that they turn off, and then you'll want to turn off, pull it out, swap out to your next drive, turn it on, and your computer's going to find it pretty quick. And so, yeah, empty drive, no problem. And I just need to go ahead and eject it. It's ejected and it just turned off. Simple enough. Now, I don't need these guys swapping in and out, putting in devices, trying to figure out. You know, the nice thing is it does have a case. You can put this in, lock it in. You have a case. So you gotta do your thing with these cases by putting drives into it and then labeling them, of course. But you can throw a label on any one of these guys and then just leave them handy, stack it in, pop it in, you're good to go. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Running up to 20 terabyte size device in here. And the funny thing is I actually do have a 20 terabyte 3.5 inch drive that I'm probably going to use and connect to my computer and use for backup purposes, for storing everything that's on my computer. So this is the great thing about this. It's plug and play, Most computers will just pick it up and run with it. You can grab a myriad of different types of hard drives and toss it in there. Spinny type, as I like to jokingly call, or the SSD variant of it. Plug them in there, get your data, use it for backup. I'm going to be using this as a backup drive and just plugging right in and doing what it does. Nice thing about these two is a lot of times they do get a little bit warm. Putting them in a container or a case or some type of enclosure just traps heat. These guys, you plug it in, the heat will just dissipate right off the device. Help keeping it a little bit more healthy, right? So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time, and I'm out.